So, chat, can you hear me? I assume it's fine. Let me just align myself. I'll be right back. Yeah, it's all fine now. Oh, that's good to hear. So, okay, chat. This is my first quote-unquote educational stream, so just bear with me. I'm not the best teacher. Yeah, it's good to hear. Absol, you're doing well. Doing well for yourself. Okay, if you face any buffering, let me know. Okay, I have to play around with the system a bit for that to work. Alright, let's get to it. What should I start off with? Taxes? Or how to avoid taxes? I wonder. Just put up a poll. On the second thought, you know what? I'll just start off with taxes. Okay, tax or should I start off with it? Okay, what do you want to start off with, Absol? Taxes, investment? Yes, taxes, you know, the stuff you pay to the government. Okay, so since I think I'll just go with taxes. The simplest terms, taxes are how governments fund themselves. Okay, simple as that. And that's the overly simplified thing. Now, when you actually go into it, it becomes a bit more complicated. Ask how complicated? I'll say a lot, like a shit ton lot. So okay, let's see. So what happens is, oh hi Terence, I'm talking about taxes. Yes, before you may ask, yes, I'm talking about those taxes. So okay, but there are different types of taxes which I'll try to list down here. My handwriting's terrible. There's income tax. I'm just gonna call it IT. I'm writing with a mouse, so there's tariffs or oh, shit. There's tariffs. I'm just gonna call it T here. That's like stuff you pay or I know stuff you buy. There's corporate tax CT. That's the taxes company pays. Oh hi Swallows. Now you can join us. And there are there are lots of other stuff. So I'm gonna focus on income tax. Okay, income tax is the amount of tax you pay based on how much you earn. Normally it's a percentage of income and can vary based on your pay gap. Now they ask how do they calculate it. There's something called a Laffer curve, which I don't think most governments use, but it's pretty useful. This is how it is. Okay, this is the taxable amount, and this is the tax rate. It's 0% to 100. Okay, 0 to 100. Oh, thanks, Terence. I made it myself. And this is the total amount they can earn based on tax. So I'll just call it governmental revenue. Okay, GR. So okay, let's say this is governmental revenue through income tax. Let's say there's a 0% tax rate. The government ain't gonna earn anything, so it's gonna be 0. Let me see if I can get a different color. Gosh. There it is. So the governmental tax rate would be 0. And it kinda increases with taxable amounts. So what happens is, theoretically speaking, just keep going up. But there's a breakaway point, after which it drops down and goes back to 0, because if there's gonna be 100% tax rate, no one's gonna work. It's like working for free. No one's gonna do that. So there's this threshold point. I'm just gonna use yellow over here. This maximum point, which is the optimum taxable amount. So, so what they do is in many cases they've done it using trial and error. I think Japan's the one that's kind of mastered it. It's about 55%. That's the maximum tax bracket, and that's the optimum point. And the 55% isn't for everyone. It's basically the people earning more than, I don't know, 2 million USD or something like that. I'm not sure about the exact amount. So that's how taxes are supposed to be calculated, but normally governments just pull it out of their asses. And another thing about taxes that people tend to overlook is tax reduction or increase can either grow or inhibit the economy. Any questions so far, guys? I take that as a no, and I shall clear this off. Yep. okay, so what happens is the taxes actually perform two things. One is the fund the government. Actually, I'm not gonna write it. That's good. I'm not gonna write it. The first thing is to fund the government. Second thing is to control the sales of different goods and services, as in control the economy as a whole. So let's say they add taxes to imported goods. If you increase the taxes associated with imported goods, as in they call it tariffs, that actually reduces the people's need to buy foreign goods, thereby increasing the local economy. And the same thing could be done vice versa, but although I don't think any government would do that, but then again, you never know. So what happened? Okay, the second thing is, let's say there's a recession, okay? Okay, taxes are directly linked to, the taxes are inversely proportional to, okay, this is called the proportional sign of, proportional to the spending power. Okay, spending power is basically it's an arbitrary value given to how much money the average person can spend. Right? So if taxes reduce, spending power increases. So in times of recessions, governments tend to reduce taxes to increase spending power, like reduce income taxes to increase spending power. Thereby, and if spending power increases, okay, if spending power increases, economic power also increases. I mean, economic growth also increases. So thereby, so in that case, taxes reduce the economic power increases. So what people do, what they tend to do is spending power. The economy grows when the taxes reduce. This is so if taxes are reduced, people have more money to spend. They tend to spend, okay, this is a little secret between me and you guys. I don't pay taxes. I get lots of tax cuts, and all my money goes into Amazon. I won't say all my money. I spend quite a lot on Amazon, which is taxed from their end. So you have value-added tax that's taxed from their end, from which the government can grow while the economy grows. While standard income tax doesn't grow the economy, it just grows the government's reserve currency. And normally governments tend to use this fiscal policy, they call it fiscal policies, where fiscal policies are any governmental policies, economic policies associated with taxes. So that's that. Okay, any questions? Good. So now I'm done with taxes. Now let's get to the juicy part. How do you reduce your taxes? So there are multiple ways of reducing taxes. One is investments. Like if you, let's say, you open a deposit with a bank, they give you tax cuts over there. If you do charity, you get tax cuts. If you buy certain things, you get tax cuts. If your income's below a certain amount, I mean official income, you get tax cuts. So that's one way. That's the legal way of not reducing the amount of tax you pay. Okay, I'm quite sure I bored most of you with my talk about taxes, and I apologize for that. So should I just move on to investments, or you guys bored of tax, or did I bore all of you with taxes itself? Okay, what should I? Yeah. So moving on to investments. So what happens is investments are basically, if I'm gonna define it in my own words, I would say it's buying assets with the hopes of increasing your overall net worth. Okay, so assets could be anything from cash. I'm just going to draw a bunch of green stacks over here to gold. To I don't know, to a strawberry. Yeah, to make the strawberry look good. To stocks. And to crypto. All these are examples of assets. All these are examples of assets. Okay. So liquidity is basically how easy can you turn the asset from one form to another. Like cash is the most liquid asset, so that's like the base value it takes. So with cash you can buy this, and this almost immediately. However, the opposite isn't true. For example, let's say selling strawberries to get cash, as let's say I bought strawberries from the store and me trying to sell it back, it'll take longer. It won't be as easy as I know exchanging cash for gold for strawberries. Same thing with cash and gold. Although gold is more liquid than let's say strawberries in this case. Same thing with stocks. So there are two things that you have to keep in mind when we're talking about assets. There's liquidity. They have a type, I think. Oh no. They have shapes. Okay. I'm going to backtrack. Sorry about that. There are two things you have to keep in mind. There's liquidity and there's what I think. Let me just work on something here. You can't just. Just give me a minute. We are working. I'll get something. I'll make it easier for all of us. Yeah, that should do it. So as you can see in this little notepad widget I've added, I'll just type it out over here. It'll be easier for all of us. So most assets can be, are ranked based on two things. Okay, there's one is liquidity, two is okay. I'll just keep it down here. And yeah, I think that should do it. So there's liquidity and stability. Liquidity is basically how easily can be converted from one asset to the other. As I said, cash is the easiest way. So cash could be converted into strawberries or gold. You can use cash to buy stuff. Simple as that. Same thing with gold. Like you can convert gold back to cash. But you can't just walk into a grocery store, give them a bar of gold and tell them, I want your strawberries. That ain't gonna work, chief. So gold is less liquid than that. So I would say ranking wise, I'll say first is cash. Second is gold. Like based on the example I gave, if I'm gonna rank them based on liquidity, first one would be cash. Second would be maybe gold. Or I'll say crypto. But I'm not a big fan of crypto. I'll get back to that later because many places accept crypto as a viable form of currency. So second would be crypto. Third would be gold. Fourth would be stocks. I'll say the strawberry itself. And fifth would be stocks. And this is based on the examples I gave. Oh yeah, it would be pretty funny if someone did, but I've seen it before, okay? I've seen it before. Okay, this is just the example of you going to a grocery store and buying strawberries. However, if you want to buy a yacht, the strawberries will be based on the case, strawberries will be somewhere over here, while the stocks will be up here, because you ain't gonna, no one's gonna accept strawberries for a yacht or a car. So that's that. Okay, that's for liquidity. Stability, on the other hand, is how much the value fluctuates. So in the case of stability, if you're just going to take one currency, you can't get to anything. But if you compare it to a different currency, like, let me just do it here. Let me give an example. Indian rupee to US dollar. So okay, where is it? 1 year. So see, even if it fluctuates, it's fluctuating from one. I'm just going to stick with 1 month because that's what I normally do. It fluctuates from 0.14, as in 1 Indian rupees, $0.14 to minimum is 0.13. That's 0.001, which ain't that bad. However, let's take something that's more unstable. What's the Myanmar currency? I'll just call it Myanmar currency to USD. I'll just do this USD to the US dollars is pretty powerful. So kyat, call it. It's surprisingly stable, but it's fluctuated from 1,769 to nice to 1,778. There's about a 9-point difference, which is less stable, I guess. But then again, this currency would be would be relatively weak compared to other currencies because it's a comparatively isolated economy. Okay, so what happens is the values fluctuate. Okay, so stability represents how less the value fluctuates. For example, gold is, growth may be something like this. Okay, be something like this. Gold's growth. This is gold's value versus the USD. How am I doing? Okay. However, if I take, let's say, everyone's favorite waste of money called crypto, I dislike crypto. So this is the value of crypto. This is the value of you. Actually, what am I doing? I'm sorry, okay, take this as time, okay? This is time. This is time. This is the value of crypto in USD. So you're all used to seeing graphs like this, right? I'll just show you one. Let's take Dogecoin to Indian rupees. As you can see here, it fluctuates a lot. It had a peak, and that's when Musk did some shit. Okay, so as you can see, it keeps fluctuating a lot. So that makes it less stable compared to, let's say, USD to INR. Okay. So it's like what? It fluctuates from 75.4 to, wait a minute, $1. Okay, 74.42. See, the peak was 75 and the drop was 73. Over here, let's say 1 month, the peak was 13, the drop was 9. It's a huge difference compared to the peak was 14. Peak was about 14 and the drop was about 9. Or you can round it up to 10, so that's like a 4-point difference. Here it's what? The peak is 75 and the drop is 74. At most, it's like close to 1 point. So that makes the Indian rupee, in this case, the Indian rupee, more stable than Dogecoin. So I think I'll clear this off. The same thing with stocks. Right now the stock market is dropping, but stocks fluctuate, but not to the extent of the crypto. The prices of vegetables, fruits, or futures trading and so on even fluctuates. Futures trading is basically you placing bets on the future value of something. As in, right now I think there's a futures trading for even pork. Let me just search for it. The pork futures are here. So lean hog. That is. My network's so slow, but you guys can check it out later if you want. Just close it now. Okay, as you can see, it's open. So it's like, it's fluctuated from 78 to 94. Another thing about assets is you have to gotta keep in mind that you want it to be stable, but you want it to grow. Not to... Gosh, that is my system buffering now? Ah, shit. Okay, good, it's better now, is it? Is it better now? Can you see it now, Terence? Ah, shit. Shit. This is what I hate about weekends. Okay, good. Back. So that's basically... So even, let's take some asset. Okay, I'm just gonna take a hypothetical asset. It's extremely stable, but the growth is nothing. This is how stable it is. Okay. Then we have another asset like this. Okay, this is 1. I'm just gonna call it 1. Asset 1. This is asset 2. It's highly unstable, but it grows. Right? And I draw a straight line. I draw a linear regression line over here. Something like this. Okay, over time. Now the long term, which one is more valuable? Obviously 2. So even though it's relatively unstable, overall it has a high amount of growth compared to asset 1, which is stagnant. So when you're investing in something, you tend to go towards something like it. You take calculated risk and move on. So I think that's that. And also I think I need a drink. I'll just grab my water bottle. I'll have a drink and be right back. Okay, I'm back. Think about the stream is like only been half an hour. It feels like I've been doing this for like 2 hours. Yeah. Continuously talking is kind of tough. When we're moving on to this. So what happens is, so when you're investing, you're not going to just throw everything into, let's say, gold or crypto or anything like that. If you do, I'm sorry, you're an idiot. You have to diversify. The diversification is, I don't know, okay, I'm just gonna type it out here. Diversification. The process of reducing risk of loss through an asset by investing in different stuff. So what happens is, let's say, I'm not gonna touch crypto. I've personally invested in right now. Thanks, Terence, I'm back. I've invested in silver, gold, stocks, or invest in futures because futures is a pain. And I've opened up a couple of bought a couple of bonds. Bonds are basic. I'll explain bonds much later. It will take some time. And what called the bank deposits. So what happens is, let's say if something drops. Okay, let's say alcohol is extremely stable. It has an extremely high growth rate, but it has a really low liquidity. So just throwing it out there. So okay, let's say I've diversified into all this. Okay, now let's say gold decides to drop. Yes, it drops. However, silver rises. Stocks drop. Price of art rises. Alcohol stays constant. Bonds stay constant. And my bank deposits rise. Okay, overall, let's just say like I've weighed all of them equally. Like I've spent the equal amount, all of them, and the rise and drop are more or less equal. So even though two of my investments have dropped, overall I've risen by 1 point in this hypothetical situation. So that's diversification. So what we do is that we tend to do it in the form of the total value equal to, I'm going to call this W1 weight 1, asset 1 plus W2 A2 plus, it keeps on going based on the number of assets you have. So the number W N A N. So what happens is when you're investing, this is what you call a portfolio. All your investments mashed up to merged together is called your portfolio. Your top priority is to make sure your portfolio is stable and it grows. So this is what you expect from an ideal portfolio. This is time and this is value. This is your ideal portfolio. This is what you want. In fact, this is what everyone wants. One exponential growth and no fluctuations. However, that's highly unlikely. And when it comes to investments, there are two types. There's short term. Just type out there. And then there's long term. See, when you go into short term, you have to sell it quick. You have to buy it and sell it quick. And when the price fluctuates, buy it, sell it, and so on. Long term, you can hold it on for, let's say, a decade or so, and pass it on to your kids or next of kin, and so on. So, any questions so far? Ah, shit. Why is YouTube doing this to me? Why does YouTube hate me? So that's it right now. That's where I put it. And what else to be? Okay, so like this is more of a personal opinion than actual investment advice. So if you want, take it, but take it with a grain of salt because my personal biases are at play right now. See, most people would have figured out by now that I dislike crypto. I'm not against people investing in crypto, but I would see if I'm an investment analyst and one of my clients ask me about crypto, I'd tell them it's a bad idea. Yeah, but if they want me to proceed with it, with their money, it's their money, they can do it. But I discourage them against it because, like, if you take my example of, let's say, cash, what was it? What did I do? There was cash, and there was gold, there was strawberries, there was stocks. Oh, hi Annie, how are you doing? And there's crypto. These were the examples I've given. So cash is cash, like that's our That's what we call the universal lubricant. Everyone uses it, especially let's take, if you're going to take USD or pound sterling, or even the Indian rupee. It's as trusted as the countries they're linked to, or euros. These are stable currencies because they're backed by their respective governments. And gold is, come on, you know about the human's obsession with gold, right? Human kind's obsession with gold. So gold ain't much of an issue. Strawberries have practical value. You can eat strawberry. Let me just add another thing to this list. I'm gonna call it cow shit. Okay? So strawberries, you can consume it, you can eat it. Stocks are, as cash is to government, stocks are to the companies that link to. So if you're talking about, let's say, Amazon, the stocks will be stable. Amazon, Microsoft, and so on. It might drop, it may rise, but it ain't gonna, like, fuck off into nothing, for lack of better words. And cow shit, actual cow shit, has some value. You can use it as a fertilizer, so it has some practical value. Crypto, on the other hand, has no such practical value. So my stance on this is, it's true, okay, I forgot to mention this earlier. So there are two types of values, okay? One's the inherent value of a thing. Like if you take silver, for example, silver can be used in electronic components. Gold can be used in aerospace tech. And strawberries can be used for eating and cooking. So they have some inherent value. Other one is the market value. So what happens is, since there are two values, you can take it this way, okay? Inherent value is, as I said, market value is such. So based on this thing, do I need to open Excel for this? Just give me a minute. I think I need to. In a second. In a second though, I'll just do it over here. So let's take inherent value and market value. So where is it? So let's take gold, strawberry, or second though, let me draw it. Please improve my drawing skills. We have a bar of gold. Okay, this is the little biscuit of gold. We have the fabled strawberry, which in my humble opinion is one of the best, which even though it's not a berry, it's one of the best fruits in the world. This is the humble strawberry. As you can see, my artistic skills have improved drastically. And what else is there? What else can I take? Oh yeah, actual cow shit. Add a few flies there for another feel. Okay, that's actual cow shit. And what else should I add? Chat, just give me some ideas. What else should I add? Oh yeah, Samsung Galaxy Tab. Let me add that shit. The Samsung Galaxy Tab. It was not shit, and I have. Or second thought, let me turn this into an iPhone. An iPhone. A piece of broccoli. Yeah, strawberry Pop Tarts are good. Not denying that. Also, I've added. Oh yeah, crypto. This is like a placeholder crypto. I'm not going to pick on any of them because all this is hypothetical, and as my lawyers advised, this is all allegedly. These are my personal opinions, and they're not supposed to represent anything. So please don't sue me. Okay, so gold, strawberries, this, that, crypto. Okay, so there are two differences. One is all of them have all these have practical values. This doesn't. And second thing is all these are tangible, as in you can touch them. So gold has. Oh, second thought. Let me just get a potato. The potato. A tasty potato which can be turned into anything you want. So all of these. So I'm going to put inherent value and market value. Okay. Inherent value. I'm going to take this. Like this. Yeah, before you ask, yeah, cow shit can be used for lots of stuff. Take this, and take this while I cross this. Because crypto has no inherent market value. It's just a line of code. That's it. A line of code which doesn't do jack shit. Let me just add, let's say, what should I add? An executable file for, okay, this COD Modern Warfare is, soft copy. Okay, it has some practical use. It's called for entertainment. Okay, this is COD's Modern Warfare's soft copy. Oh, what do you know? So I know this is like going on a tangent. My superiors wanted me at work. I'm in quality assurance for software, so they wanted me to have both iOS and Android devices, which they were kind enough to provide. So yeah, I have both the Samsung Galaxy Tab and an iPad lying around at home for work-related purposes. Okay. So going back to this, the only thing over here that market value is, let me just say this is low, gold is high. I'm gonna put a hedge over here. So all this is low. I will say I'd say it's medium high. I'm just gonna put it as high here. Modern Warfare is high comparatively. Everything else is low. However, crypto is extremely high. So the only the discrepancy you see here is is this one. Why is that? Everything else has a practical value except this one. Just a line of code. But why did they? That's because the public. I'm just gonna draw a couple of stickmen here. The public. I know my stickmen are extremely handsome. Have universally agreed that this has some value despite it having no practical value. So my take on any assets is always look at its inherent value. Does it have any inherent value? Before you buy it, does it have any inherent value? That's it. And how much effort was put into making this? This is just like run a Bitcoin miner or whatever miner for like God knows how long. Boom, you have crypto. I mean, is my neck stretching out a bit? Yeah, it's fine. Now I've realigned myself. That's the trick. So that's my rant about crypto. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. Let me just wipe this clean. How long have I been talking? Only 45 minutes. Damn. Now I understand how my university lecturers felt talking for us together. So yeah, where was I? Yeah, crypto. So cryptos, see, if you look at, I'm going to take two types of different crypto technology. I'm going to take Bitcoin. Okay. For lack of better words, the founding thing of crypto. And I want to take this, that ugly monkey thingy called an NFT. Let me just draw the ugly monkey. Okay. There we go. You have Bitcoin, and you have the ugly monkey. This is Bitcoin. Let's call it Bitcoin. Second, so where am I draw? I'll just type it out here. So we have Bit. And an NFT. Among these two, a Bitcoin has more value than an NFT. For one simple thing. Bitcoin is accepted by the market as currency. Yes, monkey. Haven't you noticed that the ugliest looking monkeys are being sold as NFTs? Can they get some adorable monkeys? No, they have to choose the ugliest looking motherfuckers out there. So yeah, so what happened is, I digress back to this. So Bitcoin as a whole is accepted by the market as a currency. NFT on the other hand stands for non-fungible token. There you go, the fungible meaning, this case here, that's NFT, non-fungible token. The fungible meaning it has no inherent value as an exchange rate. As in, right now, Bitcoin, I can buy strawberry. I can buy the humble strawberry with Bitcoin in many countries. Okay, I can buy the humble strawberry with Bitcoin. However, I cannot buy the humble strawberry using NFT because NFT is extreme. Is the I'd say it's the least liquid asset you can ever find. And then you may ask, why do people buy it? It's basically fear of missing out. Some idiot. I'm not gonna give names right now because I do not want to get sued. Some idiot decides to scam his or her user base by saying, guys, invest in NFTs. NFT to the moon or some shit like that. So they create the illusion that NFTs rise like this, okay? In reality, NFT value just in the moment you buy, then it drops. You just use a different color. This is what they portray NFTs as. But in reality, NFT values go like this, and the moment you buy it, it's dropped because you can resell an NFT, but what's it linked to? What's it linked to? The image behind the NFT, anyone can use it because it's not like you don't buy the copyright of the image, you just buy some code linked to the image. So as I've heard multiple times, and I myself have stayed in multiple times, there are no kids in chat, right? So you got no kids in chat. Let me just check. If there are kids in chat, close your ear. Chat, please close. Close. Done. Thanks. Yeah, I've already put up in a disclaimer. If there are kids in chat, please close your ears for the next 3 minutes. So that should do the trick. Now, NFT is basically good. Kids in chat, all gone good. The NFT is basically NTR. Okay, it's the tech pros version of NTR. So if you're gonna take the NFT as a wedding certificate and you take the image as your wife, everyone gets to use your wife. All you just get to sit there, wallow in your pity, and watch everyone use your wife with or without your permission. No one gives a rat's ass. Simple as that. So NFT is basically a tech pros version of getting cucked. And to think people want to get cucked. I don't know if you're into that shit, whatever, man. I don't know. If you want to spend like millions of dollars, hundreds and thousands of dollars to get cucked, I don't know, man. Maybe I should start making NFTs, but then again, that's like that goes against everything I've done, so whatever. But I have to show this to you guys. I made the most cursed NFT of all time. Okay, it's not an NFT. It's not an NFT yet. It's just an image. I'm planning on I might turn it into an NFT if I feel adventurous enough. Where is it? I'll show you the censored version. The uncensored version will get me kicked out of YouTube for sure. So the kids can look at it. It's fine. It's censored. Where is it? It's mixed in with my stuff. Give me a minute. Let me just find it. It was so cursed that there you go. Here it is. This is the most cursed NFT that you could sell. I should turn this into an NFT soon. And the funny thing is, even if I ironically turn this into an NFT and sell it, some idiot's gonna buy it. That's the power of a fear of missing out. Someone's gonna buy this shit. And if you want to see the uncensored one, 2 things. First, you gotta be an adult. Second, DM me on Twitter. Yeah, my Twitter handle is right downstairs. My DMs are open. I'll send it to you. But please, for the love of God, no minors. Okay, I'm just gonna get rid of this NFT now. This hypothetical NFT now. And be at that. Oh shit, what did I do? I deleted the background set. Just give me a minute. Okay, I'm just gonna add a random background. Something bright and colorful. And this should do it. Oh, funny thing is, I heard that Facebook, I don't know, it's all allegedly, okay? These are just like stories I heard. Is planning on turning VTubers into NFTs. Which is kinda dumb when you think about it. See, okay. VTubers can be classified as characters, but I'm on the belief that as a person behind the character and said person is a individual. So you're gonna turn people into NFTs now. Wow. Okay, anyway, back to the topic. So non-fungible NFTs stand for non-fungible tokens. As in, it has no equivalent exchange rate, and it can't be considered insane. In fact, it's the most useless thing you can buy. Simple as that. I know there may be a couple of tech pros who come to bash me up. Crypto pros will come to bash me up and be like, crypto's the future, blah blah blah. It's freedom from. What the fuck did they say? It's freedom from a tyrannical government and so on. And they always bring up the argument that even money is basically an invention by human. It's like a invention with no practical value. Not exactly. Money, cash, as in the US dollar, the Indian rupees, or the Japanese yuan. Oh yeah, don't give them ideas. Do not give them ideas. For God, the Crunchyroll already has one of those. Don't give Facebook ideas. But technically, I think they do. Wait a minute. Mark. I think they do. Where is it? Meta, Mark Zuckerberg. Where's that creepy one? Where's the creepy Mark Zuckerberg? Where is it? Give me a minute, let me just find it. Here it is. Facebook's VTuber. As you said, Facebook's VTuber. Here it is. Facebook already has an official VTuber. Oh shit, I'm sorry, I think I'm opened up in the wrong tab. Let me just get it here. Here we go. I'm sorry. I think I opened it up in the wrong window. So here it is. This is Facebook's official VTuber. Not the one on the right, the one on the left. Quite an interesting thing if you ask me. And kinda narcissistic in a way. You're the VTuber for your shit. Zuckerberg is now a VTuber. Zuck is now a VTuber. Wow. Just wow. Okay, going back to that. Now Zuckerberg could turn himself into a NFT and he can make a shit ton of money, not gonna lie. And I think there's a huge delay between what I'm streaming and what you guys are receiving. Oh shit, I'm sorry. Zuckerberg is an NFT. Zuckerberg is a VTuber NFT. Now that's interesting. So yeah, so that's that. I'm sorry. Okay, I think I'll end the stream here. I can't stop laughing. Okay, oh shit. Okay, that's it. I'll end the stream here. Thanks for coming. Bye bye.